Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a cast of a gold game. That's right, there's nothing particularly special about this game except that it was sent in by SuperUnknown, which is a super awesome viewer of the stream. If you haven't checked out the stream before, check out the stream. Come hang out with us. Become one with the JaKaTaK. In any case, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Echo, we have Sian. Whoa, fancy. And at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, we've got SuperUnknown, the replay submitter, the Terran. And there's some little bit of chat going on that I missed the chat. We've got good luck, have fun, you two too. Yes, indeed. Very, very interesting. And it seems as though sound has been accidentally disabled. Awesome. Gonna go ahead and hit sound enabled again. Ooh, you can hear that supply depot come down on 10. Look at that supply depot on 10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely. You don't see a good supply depot on 10 like that every day, and gotta say, SuperUnknown is already off to a blazing start in this Heart of the Swarm show match, because it's a match and we're showing it to you. Aha! There we are. Because of logics. Now, this is interesting. We have a pool on 10, which is also known, of course, as a hatchery. Now, it's nice to get a new expansion up, right? But the... Wait, is this going to be a pool? Is this going to be another... Okay, alright, let's just go. Anyway, back to the logic. It's good to get an extra, expansion up. It's great because you get extra resources, right? But the problem is, if you don't have enough workers to get resources, then the fact that you have this early hatchery doesn't get you anything. And you might say, but Jack, don't I get larvae from this here hatchery? You do indeed get larvae. But the problem is that you can't use the larva. It's no good to have larva if you can't use it. Am I right? We do have a nice little gas steal going on over here. Quite fancy. Very nice. And a spawning pool coming down. So that'll be good to get queens to get more larvae that will not be able to be spent with the income. Oh, wow. Stealing. Ooh, look at this. Look at this cheeky little SUV. Look at him go. It's like, not only am I going to finish the refinery, I'm just going to take some gas. I'm going to go home. You can actually do this funny little thing where you mine some minerals and then go to mine gas, then mine minerals and mine gas, and you can actually steal more than just a few resources from your opponent. Not gonna work up at the upper echelon of things, but it's, adorable little cute things that you can do later on. Nice scouting over here. SuperUnknown saying, aha, you are on 2 bases and I am on 1. Very interesting. Going up to a factory relatively quickly. And these 2 gases are coming down really soon, and we're gonna see a lot of gas here start to stockpile up for SuperUnknown. Especially with this reactor coming in, right? So the reactor pretty much makes mineral-only units. And then we'll have a factory. So right off the bat, you'll be able to make widow mines at best. So that's not a lot of gas. And the problem here, as this gets killed in the face, is that by getting this gas early, you're preventing yourself from getting more minerals early. And that would allow you to get an expansion and other things out, right? Because you are required to use minerals in order to spend gas. Nice little attack over here. 6 lings. No reason not to do a little attack. Ooh, nice little use there of the SCV. Gonna defend. Nice defense from SuperUnknown here. Keeping the factory safe, floating it up in the air. Very nice. This marine will go down. And we are going to remove into what looks like reactor helium. Oh, this is adorable. Look at this. the lurker. Oh my god. Nouns are great, right? The ling there preventing that from going down. And again, see, we have... Oh no, another reactor. No. No, what are you going to do with all this gas? You gotta find something to do with it. This is great. Look at this. This is gonna work. You need to take this ability, SuperUnknown. You need to take this strategy you've got here and apply it to Legacy of the Void, because stopping expansions from happening is quite effective in Legacy of the Void. And And this is pretty adorable. Pretty adorable play. A couple of Hellions coming out, 2 at a time. Probably some Marines as well. No expansion yet. So the important part is... be decisive. Oh, taking a lot of damage on that Hellion there. Pull it back. And he saves the Hellion. My God, man. Hellion saved. Ooh, stopping that creep spread. Well done. Well done. Starting the wall in over here. Like I was saying, the important thing here is that if you're going to be on 1 base and you're allowing your opponent to be on 2 base, the burden of attack is on you. So it is up to SuperUnknown to get damage done here, or Sian becomes more and more and more in the lead, right? Preventing future expansions is good, but as a Terran, you want to be on equal bases with the Zerg. As a Zerg, of course, you want to be 1 base up, right? Macro hatch coming down here from Sian, and gases as well. Roach Warren. This is going to be a pretty nice balance. 2 gases on 2 bases for Roach Warren production. And yeah, a little bit slow on the worker cloning here, but it's good technique. Definitely go ahead and practice that worker cloning. As you do it more, you will improve at it. You will get faster at it. So it's always good to try and do things the way that you think is best, even if you're a little bit slow at it, because by doing it, you'll over time learn how to do it faster and efficiently. So always be, setting up for that long run. And small criticism here, right? This is a little bit too defensive, right? A little bit too defensive. If you're going to be defensive like this, you really have to crank up the tech and be able to spend this gas, right? And this all comes from all this over here, this late expansion, all this extra gas. All this stems from the fact that these 2 gases were taken too early, right? Everything comes out of that. Got some Hellions, which is good, right? Gives you some map control. And the big part of that map control, right? What that map control allows you to do is to take expansion. So know where your advantages are and try to use them to the best of your abilities. And SuperUnknown's advantage right now at this stage of the game is in map control. Very good denying of creep here. Definitely a very useful thing. Sian's doing pretty well at macroing up here, but this is a sort of classic lower league scenario, right? We saw, you see a little bit of that in the other games, like the sillier games in the Bronze League, but even here in the Gold League, you see a little bit of this. And excellently running by there. See how many drones we can get. Looking like some drones. Pretty good. I definitely suggest for a little bit more shooting and a little bit less running. But overall, we're looking pretty good with the economic damage there. Excuse me. 37 workers to 24, right? So it's important to recognize these small little things. So after the move is made, let's see the result. And the result is we're still behind economically behind the Zerg. And as a result, look at this. Supply, 41 to 80. Now, some of that is going to be due to mechanics, right? Some of that is we're not making units out of this factory right now. Maybe we could be making some mines. But a lot of that here is the gas to minerals ratio. See, we don't have enough minerals to spend gas. It costs minerals to spend gas. And on the other side of things, Sian is having a serious mineral problem. So you guys need to talk to each other and say, all right, I'll get some more gas, you get some more minerals, and we'll all have a nice balance, and it'll be good. Roach is moving out, clearing these. See a little engineering base out. The other nice thing about the engineering base here is that you get to scout when your opponent's expanding, which is like the crux, right? That is the first thing that you need to know. If you're a new player and you say, I want to start scouting, I want to make good decisions, but I don't know what I'm scouting. I don't know what I'm looking for. The first thing you're looking for is number of bases. And by this we know, as a Terran player, we're on 2 base. And the Zerg is going for 4 base right now. The Zerg is also on 2 base, but the Zerg is going for 4 base. We need to spend this money and make an attack on one of these bases. Or both of these bases if you're fancy. But no reason not to just mass up a nice army and go and kill one of these bases directly in the face. Which is always the way to move in. So, nice little attack here from Sian. But there's a sort of fundamental problem here that is really easy to miss because of the different levels of mechanics here. he is going to get chased out, but it's again back to that basic base logic. And this is going to be huge, right? So if you're going for 4 base, and your opponent is on 2 base, you are the defender. By attacking, you give away your defender's advantage to the player who likely has more army than you do, right? A smaller number of bases, right? You have one or the other. You have a big army or you have a high number of bases. You usually don't have both. And it's all relative. So if you're going for the higher number of bases and the opponent has a lower number of bases, that means usually they're going to have a bigger army. So you want to be a little bit more defensive. Scouting, knowing when they're moving out for their attack, very good stuff. Committing that many roaches was a little bit of a mistake. But we're going to see, I think, just because of the sheer mechanical skill comparatively, that Sian is going to be okay with this attack here. We're going to see, ooh, nice little load up here. Good idea. Let's see how that ends up working out. These Banelings are going to be big trouble. The Marauders are in the front. That's a nice place to have them. You see right now that or at least for a little while there, the Marines were control click. That's always a good way to go about doing it. And we traded that force over there as SuperUnknown. And what did we trade it for? Get some nice kills here. We're in a good position. We're dealing some damage. But overall, our opponent has 4 bases, 3 of which are mining. We are back on 2, and behind in supply. And oh my God, this is how many workers does this guy have? 71 workers, right? So this is what happens, right? This is what happens. By splitting up our attack forces against the player with stronger mechanics and a bigger army, we fail. In the perfect scenario, this is where it can be misleading, right? When both players are playing on a similar mechanical level, the player with less bases, especially something like 2 to 4, will have the bigger army and will be able to usually mount a strong attack. But the problem is, SuperUnknown's management of gas has put them at a disadvantage in that they weren't able to spend all the resources they've been collecting. As a result, their army was not big enough to make use of the advantage they were supposed to have, right? They were supposed to have the army advantage, but they didn't because of this gas management problem. And it's really easy to say, oh man, I was on less bases than my opponent. They were on more bases. I attacked, but I still lost. And then it's really easy to make this big switch and say, oh, okay, maybe I just need to attack less. You know, it's easy to sort of jump to that conclusion, but don't be worried about that. The reason why that attack didn't work is mostly gas balance, but just general the mechanics of building things. We're going to see a little bit of a sort of overcommittal over here. Of course, when we get to this drop, this is really nice play, really nice positional play. Very straight. What is this? That is awesome. I love that. Oh, drop them all out. My God. All right. We get surrounded here. Try to pick up some. This is great positional play, going back and forth. And we're even messing up our opponent here just psychologically. They're forgetting to put the drones back. So they're a little frazzled. And harass like that, right, buys us time, which is nice because we can use that to take another base. But we sort of have this back and forth thing where we're like, all right, we're going to harass. And now we're going to build a base. And then we're going to harass. And it's difficult. Oh, God, is this ever 8 HP medevac? Is this ever a risky play? Woo! Repair your medevacs, bro. Or bro. Is there a female version of bro? I'm just going to say lady. Bros and ladies. Nice little bit of harassment over here. We have this sort of repeated mechanical issue, right? So it's always good to try and find our mechanical issues of using one control group to attack these spore crawlers over and over again. And instead of doing that, you can keep the medevacs back and attack the spore crawler with your bio only. And it feels a little bit difficult to do, but it's just like, you know, it's just like cloning the workers and putting them into gas. The first couple times you do it, it's not going to work out well, but it is important that you do it in the way that you think is going to be best long term. Even if it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of hard, I don't really want to do it, I'll just do it this easier way. You're going to be better off just trying at it and failing, investing in that loss, and you're going to be a happy panda long term. Nice little focus fire on the spire. A lot of transfuse energy, unfortunately. Almost got it. Nice try. Really nice multi-pronged harass. This is a great example of where Sian is being distracted by this harassment, and that is allowing Supernova here. I keep thinking Supernova, SuperUnknown here, to work back into the game. This is a really nice time of comeback. The problem is, we're mining out our main, we're mining out our natural, and the entire time that all this harass has been happening, we have been totally safe to expand as a Terran player, but we have not. And this is scary. Oh god. Oh, hey. All right. I think that's a hole in the wall right there. There we go. Fixed. Definitely use that build grid. Using a little dark style here, little corruptors. Nice, Sian. And this is where the power of macro compels you. SuperUnknown. This is where it doesn't matter how well you've played so far. You did not take advantage to expand when you had the chance. And as a result, you're just going to get rolled over with macro. And all of this comes down from a couple compounding errors. Just two big compounding errors. The first one, taking these gas too early and making it difficult to spend resources as a result. And then the second one is not expanding when we had map control. Not expanding when we had map control with the Hellions, and not expanding when we had map control with the drops and harass, which are really fun, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. I think SuperUnknown had a fun time playing this game with all that harass. I know I would have, for sure. Looks like SuperUnknown starting to balance out with the gas to mineral ratio, which is nice. Generally, want a little bit more gas, a little bit more minerals, excuse me, than gas. These mules are certainly helping out, and that income is going to go from really high to almost nothing. Right? Watch it drop. Here it goes. It's just gonna go down. It's gonna keep going down. Power of mules, ladies and gentlemen. The power of mules. We are getting 3-3. Really nice job keeping up in the upgrades. Definitely a strength of SuperUnknown here to be keeping up on the upgrades. I think that has really helped in a lot of these engagements. If you've noticed the Zerglings just not being able to do enough damage to the bio, and the bio just being able to sit there and deal damage as a result. So, excellently done there. Well done there. Yes. And we're getting to the scary moment where the Zerg's taking all these bases. Not too much creep spread to worry about, which is nice for us. The other thing, too, is that our opponent is being very passive right now. I think this is just a rally of overlords, so I'm not really worried about that. Very passive right now. This is a nice way to go ahead and make some drops happen. Pretty cool. And we've got one drop coming over here. And this debris is actually hurting the Zerg just a little bit right now. Oh! Watch out, watch out. Here we go. Really nice moves over here. Going for the drones, getting a queen kill. Going for that guaranteed damage. Loading up, getting out, moving on. Very good. But same thing, right? Same thing. If we're committing to this dropping all over the place plan, we got to keep up with the expansions behind that. And if you're having trouble defending your expansions, just go ahead and make a planetary at the 3rd, or make a planetary at the 4th. Nice little crutch to sort of get you comfortable with it, get you going. Gotta watch out for these corruptors here. Nice boost. Oh, drops them. Well played, well played. Getting out of there. And again, we see the macro of Sian here really sort of taking over. We're going to have the A move in. The Ultralisks are here. This is, however, 3-3 bio, and I think we're about to see the power of 3-3 bio. The weakness of Sian of not upgrading, I think, is going to hurt quite a bit, as pretty much everything here is going to die. Baneling's not engaging with the rest of the army is a big deal. Oh, what a nice move! Oh my god! SuperUnknown! Oh, with the plays! Did you see that? He just grabbed his Marauders, and instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to put the Marauders kind of at the front so they probably take the down, he just ran in headfirst into those Banelings. Oh, man. Great moves. Great moves. You won't be able to get away with that forever, but great moves. This is a bit of an overstim, definitely. If you don't have the Medivacs, this is not worth it. I mean, Broodlings are probably going to kill a unit here. That's kind of sad. Oh my god. Does he really get it? Oh my god. He has no hit points. He gets away. Well done, SuperUnknown. Well done. The confidence, right? The confidence of, oh wait, I just beat that army. Can I just go out and kill things now? I guess I can. All right. And there is this moment here. Excellent. Excellent. Moving out and taking the 4th at the same time. But that's what that is, right? That confidence of like, oh, wait, I won an engagement. Okay, I think I'm in a good spot. Banelings here are going to be critical. Oh my god, the Banelings. Oh, and nothing's been healed. There are almost no Medivacs in the entire map. And oh, everything dies. Everything is dying all over the place. Nice splitting. Excellent effort. Ooh, wow. Excellent effort. Look at that. Look at that damage mitigation. This is Gold League. Jesus. That is that was some excellent damage mitigation. Definitely one of your strengths, SuperUnknown. Definitely one of your strengths. With some basic decision-making changes, you're going to be in a lot better scenarios much more often. That's going to be one of these sort of keys to unlocking your ability to win some games there. All right. And we have Sian over here. Still mining. Still making some units. But overall, the economy is really, really hurt for Sian. Where Sian's been ahead this entire game, SuperUnknown has been able to... Oh, it's all about the Banelings here. Make a lot of nice connections. A lot of them are on Marauders, but it is indeed enough. A little bit of a reinforcement here. Will it be? I don't think so. It's going to get pushed back by the Zerg again. But man, look at those upgrades work. Look at how long those Zerglings took to kill a Marauder. Upgrades, huge, absolutely huge, especially when dealing with Zerglings. And this is it, I think. This is like the final striking blow. SuperUnknown here, being behind almost all game, with the power of upgrades and a little bit of damage mitigation, I think is going to take this game. If not here, in the very near future, the economy of Sian is getting crushed right now. And all of these units are going to die. Absolutely going to die. The Ultralisks on the way, I mean Ultralisk singular on the way, is not going to be enough. This attack has nothing to kill it. Oh, what are you going to do? I have an Ultralisk. One swipe, dead. Yeah, that's what happens to Ultralisks. Bio was really good in Heart of the Swarm against Ultralisks. Holy shit. Ooh, oh man, good game. Oh, SuperUnknown, a bit on the aggressive side. A bit on the aggressive side. I'm sure that you didn't mean it that way, but you really... The opponent's... The one who's losing is the one who says good game. Hopefully Sian's not too salty. Let's see if Sian's a good sport and throws the GG back. We're going to find out. But this game, as SuperUnknown is calling here, this game is absolutely over, and it's just about sort of the mentality of the players here. Especially if this is a ladder match, it's oftentimes good to just play it out for a long period of time, just to get the practice in. because you're already in game. Why not, you know, get that practice in, macro and all that. GG, Sian. GG, Supernova. And that is it. Well done, SuperUnknown. Sorry for calling you Supernova. Supernova is an awesome Terran player, so you shouldn't be that mad. And that is all I have for this cast. See you next time.